because we've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Operating from the gun. Fowler looking sideline, incomplete.
out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fowler. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fowler. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. They've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Jones. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Giants at 5-9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses. You have the offense to take care of the ball. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Henry up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. He dumps it off for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry! His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards in the sticks move. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler. Another catch from Melton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd down. Fowler toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured him tight to his...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. that last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jones now, they're bringing a blitz. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
And his pass incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. They'll try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a 1-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. They complete it to Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a handoff to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Pinero's extra point up and good.
Lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
This pass complete to Melton.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Okay, great.
Looking to throw on second down. Fowler.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll try for the first with Walker. On the move past the 40.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On third down, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Giants 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Straight ahead, Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. sticking with Walker on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Looking to throw. Fowler.
Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Fowler. And he's got it to Patterson, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Ready up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fowler.
He's able to find Melton.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Bo Melton, a 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Let's help them extend their lead. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Give to Walker on the read option. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, it's Walker.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And outbounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Shoves him aside. And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 24.
171 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Grant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll run for it with Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead's down to 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Check pass, check pass.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Penny on first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 36. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, here's Penny. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another pass attempt. Another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Escaping the pressure. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
And they take a knee.
Here we go, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready?